we go. Welcome. Hello. Let me get down here. Hi. How is everyone? I am super excited. I get to talk repairs today. It's one of the things that actually keeps me in line, if you will, is talking about repairs. It is the heartbeat of real estate investing. If you don't know your repairs, it's really difficult to do anything else. So I want to go ahead and talk to you about that today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joanna Wright, founder of Bottom Line Wealth, here for the Get Started in Real Estate Investing and Retire When You Desire real estate community. It's all about the 4 different strategies: wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, and money lending. So that you're like Batman, right? Like you have all the tools for whatever situation you need, right? So what I hear a lot of, and over my decades of experience, is, focus on flips. It'll make you rich. Focus on wholesale. It's you could do it anywhere. Focus on. So what I focus on is the seller. And because I do all 4 strategies, I get to choose how that seller is taken care of. And here's where a lot of wholesalers lose leads, is because they don't have the extra tools in their pocket, and they believe that they cannot help that seller because they didn't get it for pennies on the dollar. So they throw it in the trash. Where I can actually take that lead and create something out of it so that everybody wins, everyone gets paid. That is my mission. So today we're going to talk about repairs, okay? And first and foremost, I would like to welcome a few people to the community. The first person I wanted to welcome is Stephanie Ahrens. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but I'm doing my best. I'd like to get you known, seen, and heard personally. So if I butchered your name, please just type in the comments. Did I get it right or not? Correct me, please. Ember Connor, Lisa Smith, Costin, Kristen Morrison Jackson, and Cole Finley. So welcome to the family where we do a ton of creative real estate investing. I am a big giver in making sure you guys get what you need to close on your real estate. Ask your questions away, post them in the comment. I will see them either here live and answer them, or I will answer them in the post that you put it on. So either way, whichever. I didn't see any questions today, so I'm going to go straight into repairs. Okay. And a couple things I want you to take away from this is knowing your market. Knowing your market is number one. I can't stress that enough, right? If you know your market, you know what kind of repairs should happen in that area. If you're doing your comps correctly and looking at what's in the surrounding area within a quarter mile to a mile, you will know, does it take quartz? Does it take granite countertops for mica? Who uses linoleum anymore? I'm not even sure, but it's still one of the things that you could do for flooring, LVP, tile, all these different things. Carpet, of course. I know carpet is a little taboo now, but some people like it. So know what's going on in your market. There's so many reasons, like everything that you do, whether it's one of the 4 exit strategies, whether it's commercial, single family, multifamily, whether it's, the ghetto or the luxury apartments, like it doesn't even matter, right? Like it matters what's happening in that market. You have to pay attention to it, or you cannot be true to your repairs. So some people think, oh, well, I just need to know how much a dishwasher costs. It's more than that. How much does the dishwasher cost that is the same caliber as most in the neighborhood? Same caliber, similar or upgraded so that you look better, right? But not too far upgraded. Otherwise, you've overcompensated for the neighborhood. and I'm using a dishwasher as an example. There's so many things I could use as an example, but you might overcompensate for the neighborhood. So please check out your comps, your neighborhood, the pretty numbers, the ugly numbers. We go over this. And if you have not been to my 5-day challenge, rest assured, we do have one coming up. So get your pens and pencils ready, because we want you in contract. We want you to start doing properties. This is why we do these. Y'all get to be my change, my ripple in the world. Excuse me. And in doing so, creating your own economic independence, it's what I want in the world. I want us to have that choice to create our own economic independence. You have a choice. You can totally do this, either slowly through my each individual trainings and doing it yourself, or you can fast track it and be one of my clients. Your choice, either way. But you get to be my ripple in the world. So I give you as much as I possibly can in this free group without really knowing your questions. So I'm giving you the best I can. But inside of my mastermind, we get more detailed, we get fast tracked, you get me one-on-one. So that's what I'm trying to say, how you could make I give you the right vehicle, right? You have real estate as an awesome vehicle. I give you the driving directions, the GPS, the steering wheel, right? You have control over the gas pedal, whether you want to go fast or slow, whether you want to put nitrous, high octane fuel inside of it and go real fast. So all of those things are up to you. Okay. In doing repairs, the number one thing I'm going to say is know your market. If you know your market, then you know the types of repairs. Like, Joanna, okay, well, how do I know how much? How do I know what to calculate for? So in my deal analyzer sheet, which my clients get, my VIPs get, you can actually write out, like go to Lowe's. My client was just saying on our call, she's like, go to Lowe's, because when I plug it in, it says you might want this, this, and this too. It's a little suggestion sheet. So you're not just looking for tile, you're looking for thin set, you're looking for all the different things that go with it, maybe a vapor barrier, depending on what you're doing. There's different things that are required. When you're putting in a sink, it's going to say, hey, you might want this pipe, okay, that goes with it. So it's not just buying a faucet, there's other parts that go with it to make it a complete sink. So just kind of understand that just a little bit. You don't have to be like genius at it. And one of the number one reasons I'm asking you to do this is because if you know and you have the ability, the some sort of general idea of what repairs are, they don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be spot on. And we haven't even included or talked about labor. Okay, so just hang tight for a second. If you have some sort of knowledge of real estate, of the repairs that are needed on the real estate property, that particular property in that particular neighborhood, in that particular market, because they're all different. Okay. The less you're going to lean on the average of 3 contractors' bids. You'll be lucky to get 3 contractor bids. Okay. I actually got 6 bids on one of my houses just recently, but the past few years they've been like scarce. Like I could barely get one to give me a bid. So this is where I hit kind of that go figure it out yourself syndrome, right? Go figure it out yourself, or have someone. If you need to delegate, you don't have the time, whatever, delegate it, have someone figure it out. Have your kids figure it out. It's a great puzzle. It's a great puzzle for the kids. Bring your kids in on your real estate investing so they get to learn. And when they grow up, they're like, yeah, my mom had me do repairs at 10 years old, and they'll have that story of family time instead of mindless TV and popcorn time, right? Anyway, so doing repairs and kind of understanding it yourself brings you a couple of things. The first thing is the contractor you're using giving you pretty much on spot, or are they way off, right? So once you know this, you'll know. And then once you know repairs, you could actually go assess properties way faster, and not rely on somebody else to give you those answers. Now, again, I'm not asking you to be a professional. I'm not asking you to be the home inspector, the pest inspector, the contractor, the handyman. I'm not asking you to be that person. I'm asking you to understand their world. Understand their world so you know what they're talking about, you know how on point they are or not. Because there's a lot of off-point contractors, I'm not gonna lie. One of my clients was saying, like, so we had the same contractor come over for 3 different properties, and one was kind of barely anything to do, and the other one was a complete gut. And I forget what she said the other one was. She goes, but they all have the same quote price, but no detail. So know that contractors, most men don't like to do paperwork. So that's kind of just a factual psychology thing of the sexes, if you will. Now, don't get me wrong, my husband doesn't mind paperwork, and that's very few and far between. But most men don't like writing everything out in detail. And that's mostly contractors, or the contractor will come and say, here's what I need, and hand it to someone else to write the details of it. Excuse me. So there's all sorts of ways that contractors do business. And if you know your repairs, you'll be on point. So my tip for you today is grab a hold of a property, right? Grab a hold of a property and then run some numbers according to the market. Okay, if you guys are wholesaling in another area, right? Let's just say you're in Denver, Colorado, and you're wholesaling in Virginia, right? I'm just guessing. That was one of my clients. She actually purchased in Virginia. She lives in Colorado. But let's just say you're wholesaling. Use that Home Depot or Lowe's in that area to get the numbers, the area of the house. Don't use the one by your house. It's a different price. Colorado prices at Lowe's are different than Virginia Lowe's prices. So a dishwasher is going to cost different in each location. So if, wherever your house is, use that Lowe's. Do a Saturday project with the family if you want. It's fun. It's, for me, it's fun. Okay. And you can make it fun, even if it's not the best thing that you like to do. Go make it fun and bring the kids in on it. And go, look, I need they love playing with computers. I need a faucet. Go find me a faucet for this house, and then let them do the work. And then you get to play and work with them on it. It can be fun. Okay, so have some fun with your family. But the bottom line, what I want for you is to grab a hold of, regardless of all the fun stuff that you get to do with this, grab a hold of the property, understand what you think are the repairs, and then run them through the deal analyzer and look at Lowe's so that you can then get all the things that you need. Have a conversation with a contractor, see what they come up with, right? See if you're close. What would the labor be in that area? Labor charges for California or Virginia or Colorado or Mississippi, like they're all different labor prices. Know where you're at, know your market. Okay. Get numbers that make sense. Get as detailed as you can, right? Like go down a rabbit hole one day. Just go down a rabbit hole. If you do it one time, maybe even 3 times, you're going to feel a little bit like a professional. It's just that most of us won't take the time to do it. And then we get frustrated. We're like, well, how do we know? Well, if you actually did the work, you would know. Okay, so this is the experience that I want to give you guys. That is the fastest way to do real estate investing, is to go through experiences. Stop Google tubing, trying to figure shit out. Experience it. Okay. So that is my tip for you today. I would love to hear back from you guys and see what you found. Grab a house online, or if you can get direct to seller, go for it. let me know what you find and post it inside of the Facebook group so that I can see what you guys are learning, where you're at and where your questions are. Right? So I look forward to seeing you guys on the next training, and I'll see you inside the Facebook group. Bye.